Our son Isaiah, who's 25, was kicked out of his last adult day program for behavior problems.
And Isaiah was really at his worst, and autism was kind of controlling his life, and behavior was horrible.
You know, my son was diagnosed when he was 4 years old, and it was kind of a shock, and so we specifically had to do a lot of the research on our own.
It was very difficult. He kept taking off. He had a lot of aggressive behaviors.
We had spent his youth, our time parenting him, trying to manage all this. The good news is there are places out there that can meet you and your kids where they are and provide a hope and a solution that you never knew was there. And really that's TERI for so many of us.
I founded TERI to address the huge need that we have in our society for quality programs and supports for people with special needs and their families.
It's exciting to think that we can just take a breath and we can say, you know what, TERI's got him, and feel very comfortable in that.
When I went to shake the behavior specialist's hand, instead of him shaking my hand, he gave me a huge hug. And he said, it'll be okay, and we'll take care of Isaiah. And I promise we won't call you. You know, we can handle it. And that was incredible.
We look at people as individuals instead of just part of a group. We don't label people per se. Every individual, we totally pay attention to every part of their personality and their abilities, and we design every program totally individually to meet that person's needs.
The staff pours their hearts into these kids and treats them like young adults and expects a lot out of them, and if they misbehave, that's part of the deal, but they don't get judged for it and they get brought back in, and so we've seen Eric's self-esteem grow tremendously.
He went to TERI and he was a different person. They knew how to deal with him. They knew how to make him thrive. They knew how to, let him have fun and let him be himself and work on the strengths that he is good at. That's what they did.
He completed an art project, he completed a task, he went horseback riding, so it gives him an outlet for him to feel good about himself.
I think we're seeing the real Isaiah. I think this is him. He's always had such a good soul, and he's always been affectionate, but he's been really affectionate.
Right. He's happy, he smiles. I mean, you can see his smile. He radiates joy and happiness.
They look at Eric as an individual. They look at his gifts, and they really try to make him be the best he can be. He's in a band, and he plays the bass, and he likes to kind of be in the kitchen and be busy and cooking, so he's actually has a job cooking 3 days a week. So I think they take the best of him and then make it really great.
I was blown away by what they're doing at TERI. The people who work there have such great hearts, and the people that they call their clients there are so happy and so excited about what it is that they get to do there on a regular basis.
That's my only goal in life, is to make him happy. So the happiest days of my life are when he's the happiest.
I think it's so important to help these people find a meaningful life and a fulfilled life. They have something to contribute, and I think TERI helps bring that out.
One of the fears of having kids that have special needs is what's going to happen when they're older, what's going to happen when we're gone, when we can't support them in so many ways.
For adults with autism, there's kind of a lack of activities for folks to do after they get out of the education system. You get into the 22-year-old range, and all of a sudden there's not a lot of activities that are available, and so TERI's really filling a gap that isn't being filled by anybody else nowadays.
It's pretty incredible for us to have this sense of hope that he's going to have a great environment even when we're gone. So that's very comforting.
The parents and the families that TERI serves and supports are as important to us as their children. We want to bring joy to them so they can learn to just be a parent, enjoy their child, watch their child grow, and succeed in life.
I can actually go and do stuff, and I know he's okay.
It was a game changer in our whole life of having to deal with autism for 25 years.
Now we can actually look at each other and start to plan trips and time together, and that could only have happened if we had a safe place for our kids.
The effect is beyond the children. It reaches out to the parents, it reaches out to the grandparents, it reaches out to society in general.
TERI's Campus of Life has been designed to serve as a model of quality, and in doing so will provide a phenomenal quality environment for the students that we directly serve here in California.
The campus that they're planning on building will enable them to not only impact many more people in our own community, but be a model that can be replicated in other nonprofits around the world.
The Campus of Life could really impact him by providing him an outlet where he can actually be an active member of society.
The campus includes a large health and fitness complex with opportunities for classes in every arena imaginable. We envision an aquatic center that's part of that complex with a junior Olympic pool and a culinary institute where we'll be using the organic agriculture produced on the campus to generate healthy meals for everybody on campus each day. We have the answers, we know how to succeed, and when we get this campus built, we'll be sharing those answers with the world and make a huge difference in so many families' lives.
These kids need help, these families need help. Those are our future citizens, our children, our grandchildren. So I can't think of a better cause.
You're really investing in people and making them, really the best that they can be, just like we have opportunities.
And it's time for us to put our arms around TERI and support them and help them to continue to grow.